Hey everyone, today I'm thrilled to introduce a special guest, David Arquette. You might know him from his iconic role as Dewey in the Scream series, or maybe from his wrestling career where he even became a WCW World Heavyweight Champion. I recently watched his new movie, The Good Half, and I really enjoyed it. It's a heartfelt story about a man returning home after a family tragedy and finding unexpected connections. I hope you enjoy the interview as much as I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, it's a cool movie. It's uh the lead is Nick Jonas, and he plays a writer that's going home to Cleveland because his mother has just passed away, and his sister there is played by a character actress named Brittany Snow, and Alexandra Shipp is another actress in the film. She meets him on the plane. They kind of strike up a conversation. And then he gets to Cleveland and he has to deal with my character, and I play a character named Rick. I'm his stepdad, and we don't really get along. So there's a lot of humor along the way. It is a film about, loss and grief, but it deals with it in a pretty humorous, human way.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And I think this balance, it feels very real because life can actually be like that. One moment you're sad, the next you're laughing, right? So, how
Yeah.
important was it for the film to show this mix of emotions, and how did you and the cast handle these changes in tone during filming?
Well, we had an incredible director named Robert Schwartzman. He really had a great grasp of the story, the tone of it. He's an amazing artist, actor, musician. He just really, he really just understood the world and the tone. And the writer Brett, he drew from his own personal experiences, so it had a lot of truth in it. Like, if you've ever gone through something like that, so there's always these awkward things where someone comes up to you and says, "How you doing?" And it's like, "Well, it's the worst day of my life, but I'm hanging in there." So there's these little kind of awkward things that you have to sort of encounter along the road, but he does them in this fun way, and it's a way of like looking back and exploring like his relationship with his mom, who's played by Elizabeth Shue, and then his dad is played by Matt Walsh. And these are all just really wonderful actors, and we all kind of came together and were able to just tell this story in a really interesting way. It's a fun movie, and it comes out on the 23rd and the
23rd.
25th in
Yeah.
theaters. Yeah, and then people can go see it, and if it does well like that, they'll be able to roll it out more.
Yeah, that's one thing that stood out to me too. The cast, funny enough, I met Alexandra Shipp at the Tick Tick Boom screening in
Yeah.
the San Vicente Bungalows in LA. So that
Oh,
was a
cool.
treat. That was a treat to meet her. Elizabeth Shue is just a legend because obviously, Avengers and Babysitting, The Karate Kid, so many films, right? So she's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
so good.
yeah, it's great. And your character, going back to your character, Rick, who, yeah, like you mentioned, he's always butting heads with Renn, Nick Jonas's character. And this guy, yeah, he's untrustworthy, he's not a very nice guy, but there is still humor with your character too, right? I know in the trailer when like you guys go visit the coffins, right? And you saying like the guy's name's like Bob or something, and then the guy goes, "Hi, I'm Bill," and it's like that
Yeah,
sort of humor there too. So that was great.
absolutely.
Yeah, but even like the character, it's obviously quite different from your real life persona. Obviously, Hollywood and everyone knows you as such a nice guy. You have that reputation, right? But acting is about exploring human behavior. That's what I think is so important. Actors, why they do what they do. I'm actually an actor myself, dabbling in, so I'm
Awesome.
I'm learning that
Awesome.
myself along the way, right? Um,
For
but
sure.
but given that many people live in family situations like Ren's, what do you hope audiences learn from your character and the family dynamics in the film?
I hope people find some healing within it. It's such a painful process to go through losing someone. But one thing that's helped me in my experience is that when you can look back and have gratitude for having spent as much time as you had with these people, even if it was just a little bit of time, the gratitude is really a healing element. So to think back on the really wonderful times and to really keep their memories alive. I personally feel like, even with having lost my parents a long time ago, that a lot of what I do today is still to make them proud and make them sort of smile from beyond kind of thing. So I don't know. I just hope people really enjoy the film. You know, that's what it's about. It's a really wonderful story. Nick Jonas is incredible in it. I was really impressed by how wonderful an actor he is. His relationship with Alexandra in the film's really sweet, and it just has a lot of heart. So the film does, and I think people will enjoy it.